Those Who Wish Me Dead has been released on HBO Max as well as theaters around the country, but should you see it or skip it? Let's find out. Writer-director Taylor Sheridan returns for his sophomore directorial outing with Those Who Wish Me Dead, an environmental disaster thriller following a young boy who is hunted by two assassins in the Montana wilderness. While a forest fire rages on around them, a local survival expert is the only thing that stands between this boy and certain death. But with Those Who Wish Me Dead, Sheridan is back in the director's seat, apparently under one specific stipulation, and that is he must be able to cast one Miss Angelina Jolie, who portrays Hannah, a self-destructive but seasoned hotshot crew member who has been relegated to a watchtower after surviving a terrible tragedy. And with Jolie's involvement with this film, that was apparently just enough to keep Sheridan on board, which honestly isn't the best vote of confidence for this film. And after seeing this movie, I think it's clear that this film, in time, will stand out a bit amongst his filmography, and not really for the reasons that Sheridan was probably intending. Although Those Who Wish Me Dead is a step down from the quality one would come to expect from Sheridan, what we are given is almost this little time capsule of a movie that feels like it was just recently resurrected after being buried in the ground in the mid-90s. I mean, in comparison to his other works, particularly something like Sicario or Hell or High Water, this film feels much more implausible than his other works, and it's not even because of the massive inferno that is engulfing the forest around them. Sure, this movie is undoubtedly the most VFX-heavy film that he has crafted to this point, but what makes this movie so honestly pretty silly are some of the leaps in logic. The circumstances that lead up to the eventual showdown in the woods are honestly the most unbelievable thing in this movie, despite the fact that someone is literally struck by lightning, and is for the most part just fine. I do think though that there are some elements that bolster this film from being only enjoyable on an ironic level. I think the performances of this film are quite impressive. Angelina Jolie is not only noteworthy, but Finn Little, who portrays the little boy in this film, is honestly really outstanding. But in spite of some of the performances in this film, there are some elements in this movie that make it pretty unavoidably silly. However though, there is a piece of me, and I think that there might be a piece of some of you, who find this film's sense of earnestness and almost this unironic, nonsense kind of feel to it that almost gives this movie a certain charm to it. I mean, sure, it lacks the level of suspense that Sheridan's prior works have had, but this movie feels familiar in almost an anachronistic sort of way. I mean, this film feels like something that you would find on TNT one afternoon while you're doing the laundry. Sure, you can put it on for the time being, but just be sure not to think about it too hard. So did you guys see Those Who Wish Me Dead? What did you think about it? Where do you think it ranks in regards to Sheridan's other films? I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. You can also click the link down below where you can subscribe to my channel to see more movie reviews and movie related things. Again guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.